Martin Scorsese's The Irishman will tell the story of Irish hitman Frank Sheeran, who worked with the Italian-American mafia. He would go on to befriend Teamsters president Jimmy Hoffa and, under the orders of his mafia boss Russell Bufalino, allegedly killed his close friend Hoffa after the mob had become tired of him. The film's story is derived from the best-selling non-fiction crime novel I Heard You Paint Houses. The phrase "I heard you paint houses" was apparently the first words Hoffa ever said to Sheeran, meaning in other words, "I heard you kill people for money." The book was published in 2003 by author and former homicide investigator and prosecutor Charles Brandt, who had conducted almost 5 years' worth of interviews and research with the elderly Sheeran, who was on his deathbed, and who would go on to pass away in 2003. Robert De Niro will star as Frank Sheeran, with Joe Pesci playing Russell Bufalino and Al Pacino having acquired the role of Jimmy Hoffa. The filmmakers are set to use state-of-the-art CGI to make the actors look younger on screen for flashback scenes, in order for them to better suit the characters they are playing. Brandt has looked forward to seeing the story told on the big screen. He has previously spoken about his hope that the movie would be released during his lifetime, and recently spoke with Joe.com about the film's proposed release date, the de-aging CGI being used, and working with talents like Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro. On the release date, he said, "I know a little bit from talking to the ILM people and the publicity department of Netflix. The fall of 2019 is what they're targeting for release. They don't yet know if it's going to be released in theaters or whether it's going to be released simultaneously in the streaming that Netflix does. We don't know for sure if it even will be the fall of 2019, we just know that it's being targeted." On the special effects being implemented to make the actors younger, Brandt said, "I had the privilege of being on set when they were using this technology that comes from ILM. A man named Pablo Hellman invented this de-aging technology where Robert De Niro can play the Irishman in his 70s and in his 30s. The same is true for Pacino. The technology they use in this film involves a process that involves special editing. Once the film was wrapped, they had 18 months to do this special editing with the de-aging technology." Brandt also believes the movie will be worth the time fans have waited for the film's release, seeing as though it's shaping up to be an epic that is hugely ambitious and does justice to the book. He said, "As we look at what's being reported in the press, it's that most scenes in films have 40 to 50 scenes. This film has close to 300 scenes, and they've been very faithful to the book. De Niro was very gracious, as was Marty. Obviously Marty was preoccupied with actually getting the film made, and Bob was occupied with the role. But when we had script meetings, it was Scorsese, De Niro, Steven Zellane and me in the room. To be in the room with those people was like winning the lottery. I sat there with these men as part of a very important and historic project. It was awe-inspiring and humbling. They're such geniuses and I don't know their craft, but I know that the questions they asked me about the people involved showed a sensitivity and humanity that I was in awe of. So as most of us know, no one involved with the project is taking it lightly. Everything from the de-aging CGI, the film's faithfulness to the book and the authenticity has been looked over with acute detail and preparation. The fact that they've decided to use CGI to make the main cast younger is mind-bogglingly ambitious, but the fact that they have 18 months to work on it when other VFX artists sometimes don't even get 2, show how serious they are taking it. The fact that the movie boasts 300 scenes is again incredibly ambitious, but shows just how high the bar has been set for the filmmaker's expectations. Here's hoping the movie goes down as one of the great pictures of this decade. Thanks for watching.